the story from West Bengal, which is coming in fact, the massive protest which took place in West Bengal over certain remarks which were made by Shubhendu Adhikari and also an alleged temple desecration. I'm being joined at this moment by Manojit Mandal, political analyst who supports the TMC. We are being joined by Rajyalakshmi Joshi. She is also a political analyst who supports the Bharatiya Janata Party. Thank you so much to both of you for joining us. Let me ask you this and start with you, Rajyalakshmi Joshi. It's not the first time that Shubhendu Adhikari has made a comment like this. Earlier, after being defeated in West Bengal election, he said it's time to end Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Now he says if BJP comes to power, they'll throw out all Muslim MLAs. Is this if this is not communal, then what is? I mean, is this the kind of politics that the BJP wants to indulge in, with the leader calling that he will throw out the Muslim MLAs?
Very good afternoon. Yes, I understand the objection to his statement, but I also understand the agony that has caused him to make such kind of statements. Let me remind you that Mr. Shubhendu Adhikari has not been suspended for the first time. See, every time he makes an appeal or there is this request to have some kind of a discussion in the Bengal Assembly about anything related to any matter related to Hinduism, any matter related to some plight of Hindus, say whether it may be a desecration of a temple, whether it may be about a Saraswati Puja. See, 3 weeks ago, he was suspended because he wanted a discussion about a refusal for the Saraswati Puja. So that those kind of issues also, any of these kind of issues are
Madam,
not
hold
given
on.
a proper
Let me get this straight. Just hold on
Assembly.
for a second. Let me get this straight. You are right that the leader of opposition can demand discussion. It is for the government, of course, to also accommodate that. But let me ask you this, and let's be straight about this. You are saying what he said is a reaction to other things that have been happening. While the BJP alleges this temple desecration, you would want police action to take place, right? You would want the police and the law and order, whatever mechanisms are, to be utilized. Shouldn't the same yardstick be used against Shubhendu Adhikari? No matter what what his agony is, if he makes a statement like this, that is also liable for police action. If the police takes action against him, then the BJP will cry foul. They will say it's political vendetta.
See, let me just remind you that there have been a series of these kind of provocative incidents. Like every time there is a Hindu festival, say there is some issue or the other, whether it may be about it clashing with namaz, whether it may be about it clashing with Muharram, or there are some holidays that are assigned which for Eid, which takes away holidays for Vishwakarma.
So does that
Puja,
justify what he said, ma'am?
Kind of issues. Even now, recently also. Now,
so does that justify what he said?
Assembly also. Let me just finish my point.
No,
please.
Because you are
give me a minute. I'll just finish my point.
I understand the context, but you are only giving me excuses for what he said. So does it justify to what he said?
No, see, what I think is that definitely this is definitely an extreme statement, but also there is absolutely no answerable.
Okay.
There is no answers from the West Bengal government.
Manojit Mandal, that's the problem. The law and order of the state, if it is being questioned, whether it is an alleged temple desecration or it is, as the BJP alleges, mistreatment of certain religious places, if that is not addressed, then you are in fact putting people in a position where they are, responding in such anger.
Whenever that is
see, he is talking about how there is an extreme appeasement.
Hold on, madam. That's
there is an extreme.
Whenever that has happened,
there is this. Can I please finish my point?
Ma'am, you made your point. I have asked you 2-3 questions. Let the other panelists also come in. Manojit Mandal, go ahead.
Whenever that has happened, desecration of temple, disregarding of the Hindus, in fact, all of us know the kind of devout Hindu Mamata has remained. And not just Mamata does everything for the Hindus. Mamata, I think, is the symbol of inclusivity. And TMC stands for temple, mosque and church. There is no discrimination on the basis of religion, caste or creed. That's in accordance with the constitution. Shubhendu Adhikari is known for making such comments. Shubhendu Adhikari was even making such comments against Mamata Di herself long time back, calling her Mumtaz Begum. That's one of his favorite statements during the Nandigram elections and so on and so forth. But now here I think he has crossed all limits of communal decency. He is out and out a communal man.
No,
He's
so
not just a communal man, but
if he has made a communal statement, is the police going to take action?
The police should take action. If there is a complaint, police should take note of that, and police should take action.
Sir,
but
what note of that? Then are you also not playing politics on it? Hold on, sir. Hold on. No, sir. I intervened and I asked a few questions to the other panelists. Allow me the same with you as well.
Yes.
You are saying that it is a communal statement that he has made. He has crossed all limits. What are you waiting for? A complaint. Why don't you complain? Police should take it suo moto. This is hampering the law and order situation of your state. Or is it just for TV circus and politics?
He has made this comment barely 24 hours ago. So wait and see. But then again, if the police even takes an action, police has to take a permission of the High Court. There is an order, standing order from the High Court that he file any FIR against Shubhendu Adhikari, even if he murdered someone, you have to take permission of the High Court. One particular judge, and I'm naming him blatantly, Justice Mantha, has given this standing order that you can't file FIR against Mr. Adhikari without the permission of the court. So the police will definitely move the court through the public prosecutor to file the FIR.
Mr. Mondal, don't you think as the leader of opposition, Shubhendu Adhikari, being thrown out of the assembly every time he tries to raise an issue, is the same charge that you put against the BJP at the center, that you are not able to voice your issues? Similarly, Shubhendu Adhikari is not able to voice his issues on the floor of the assembly, sir.
If it creates communal tension even within the floor of the assembly, if it makes bizarre kind of statement inside the floor of the assembly, the speaker has got every right to warn him first and then throw him out. But it's not 140, 50 MPs who were voicing justly for a farm law. Okay. Or some other law, the law that you had to actually take back.
Sir, let's not try and justify one action to another. I mean, every party has a clarification for that. But let me go across to Rajalakshmi Joshi once. Rajalakshmi Joshi, the fact remains that what Mr. Shubhendu Adhikari has said, and it's not a slip of tongue. It's not a first time that he has said something like this. Should the party not take a very clear stand whether they stand behind Shubhendu Adhikari and his comments, the kind of comments that he has made, or are they dissociating themselves from what the leader of opposition in West Bengal has said?
See, like I said before, that there are such desperate times in West Bengal, especially for Hindus, that is the reason why I see such statements coming out of agony. So that is exactly how it is. There is absolutely no police action against any of these incidents that are happening, whether it may be about Hindu temples being desecrated, about Hindu houses and shops being razed, or any of the stone pelting on any of the Hindu processions during any of the religious processions.
I will have to leave it there, but there is one question that remains. No matter what the provocation is, a senior leader of the Bharatiya Janata Party or any political party has no business, in fact, making comments like this. As far as the lack of police action in any case is concerned, of course, there are courts which can take, if they can take this matter up if the BJP approaches, them. But the fact remains that there is no justification for the kind of comments which have been made at this moment. This war of words, ladies and gentlemen, you can only, expect it to get shriller as we move on to 2026 when the elections in the Assembly of West Bengal is due. Thank you so much to both my guests for joining me at this moment.